No, wait, I remember.
Roll space.
You almost got it.
1d20 exclamation plus whatever perception.
What goes after roll?
Space.
So it should be exclamation
Okay.
point. It should be exclamation point roll. Space 1d20.
Oh, I put the exclamation in the wrong spot.
It's been so long.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
That's okay. So, in most instances, you'll add your perception bonus. Or if you can make an
14.
argument for one of your other skills, then...
I mean, which other skill would be good here?
Well, and that's for you to make an argument for, but logically, it would be related to the action you were taking before combat started, or if it directly applies to the current scenario.
Maybe we should give an example, though, in a way so she knows how to think about it. So, like, for instance, if a rogue is sneaking already, maybe they could make an argument for using their stealth.
I understand the concept of it. I don't know what my character was doing before the initiative roll, so I can't advocate for a skill.
On the ship?
If you're on the ship, then the most I could say is that you're watching what's happening, or you're helping load cannons.
I'm on the ship.
Yeah.
You don't have to be on the ship. You could be down in the village if you want.
Is there any, do we know for sure that there's any kind of library or any place containing books in the village? Or is it a super small village?
Super small village. We don't even know if these people know how to read.
Yeah.
I'm on the ship.
They're slaves.
They are slaves. The fact that we're calling them people, just that's how good we are. They're not people. They're bugs.
They are bugs.
Mirra keeps saying. Yeah. They're bugs.
Or at least that's how they're pretty much how they're treated.
Slaves is still better because slaves at least get to eat.
Okay.
So
I'm on the ship, so then perception, so it would be 14.
14. I'm going to make it 15 so that you are above the NPCs.
All right.
When we last left off, was Mirra the last person that went? I think it was Mirra.
I don't think we started combat. I thought we agreed to leave it till next week.
We started combat.
We started combat.
Really?
We were running.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty much just movement. And you and I, Brea, got
Kachina,
to.
you left early.
Oh, I left early.
Brea
That's
left
right,
early.
You
but
left early.
I had
is that a
her
sheep?
move. Yeah, that's the ram lady.
That's a ram lady.
So
Sorry,
Brea,
I thought-
I had you move with me and Quip. So we just got out of the village towards the action, but we didn't actually start fighting yet. We just did movement.
But if anything, I don't mind just starting with WhiskerStride and just going from there.
I'm up for whatever. We can start at Brea or after Brea because we just moved her, or we can start at the top.
So that way, Paul's not here.
Last combat ended with Pedi. Last person to take a turn was Pedi.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep, I very, very distinctly remember.
That would bring us to Yuelia then.
My entire screen is frozen.
Cool. Then we're going. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drain my bonded item to replenish a spell slot, and we're going to kill myself. That's what I'm going to do. Double cast Firebolt. Let's go. Sorry, Fireball, not Bolt. Fireball.
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 Yep. Where are we keeping?
Yuelia is racking up her kill count.
Oh yeah, I guess us to where? Ooh, something like this. Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Yeah. So there's one group that I'm aiming for. I do two. Are you gonna be left? You're cool. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Ooh, maybe I can be cheeky. Can I be cheeky? Does that look like it would hit both of all four of them?
Like I said, so these are just kind of
they're armies, not necessarily.
Yeah,
they're
so
groups.
pretty much if you aim anywhere in between them, it's like a whole line of them.
Okay, well that's kind of what I'm going to shoot.
The aren't actually empty.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's kind of what I'm going to shoot for then. I guess that little section there, and then the other section about here. Same deal.
Let me see here. Here it is. Aha. PM tools, rename. No. PM tools, player permission. Everybody has permission to move this. PM tools, set size. Oh. So you can move that giant triangle, Mikey?
No.
Should be able to.
I should be.
He's trying.
But I'm trying, Chief. But believe me, I'm trying.
I'm watching
it ain't
him try.
letting me.
Under your
it might
bubble.
be because of that's what it is.
So that way you can point wherever you want it to go.
Right here. Boom.
I mean, if you want to.
I don't trust her. Anyway, yeah. So here, I guess, is the dead center 20-foot radius around that. And then the other one's going to be right about here. 20-foot radius around that indicator
there. Alright, let me...
Hey guys, I'm at a fireball. Do you think they'll stop now?
It's a lot of fireballs. Where is it? I might have to go with the other explosion.
How many?
Here we go.
I have 2 level 5 spell slots.
When you have time, Josh, I put a question in our chat.
Don't call her a dirty girl.
So, I believe, if I am correct, Dorval's on the ship, Lydia's on the ship,
yes,
Yuelia's on the ship, Crusix is on the ship, and Anivia's on the ship.
Correct. Yes.
I can confirm Crusix is on the ship as well. He was helping.
I'm on the Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear
you. Okay. My thing's not lighting. I couldn't tell.
So, for those of you on the ship that can see Yuelia, you already saw her do it once, but you see the 2 spheres start to generate between both hands of magic circles in each one. And they start to gain a little bit of size, and all of a sudden they just shoot off towards the ground. And just like the last time, they just kind of almost flicker out of existence. But like right as you can't see them anymore, you just see 2 huge pillars of flame and rock and smoke just erupt all over. And you just see people also flying all over the place from the explosions.
Whoops.
That's gonna be it for me.
So that would bring us to, whoops. Anivia.
You can load the
Oh,
cannons, you
Lydia.
can drop down, you can attack from up there. Load the cannons!
I mean, technically, I already loaded my cannon.
Ooh, you could fire a cannon? You're muted right now. There you
I'll
go.
fire a cannon.
There you go.
I'll fire a loaded cannon.
Yes.
All the cannons were. I can't say all the cannons. But I believe somebody did say that they prepared a couple of cannons right before all this happened.
Yep.
So, do you want to fire the one that Dorval has been using, or are you going to use a separate cannon?
A separate one.
All right. Right now, they're set to 200 feet. So,
Hold on,
you
can't see.
can shoot everything in that range.
Okay, can Olivia just turns around and looks at everyone on the ship and is like, "Can someone help me? Who are the bad guys who am I supposed to shoot at?"
I have marked the bad guys. The bottom of their platforms are red.
Oh, okay.
Green is good guys. Red is bad guys.
Okay.
Don't shoot the green
So
one.
the sheep is good
Yes.
for
Yes,
now.
Sheep
Yes.
is a friend.
she is a great friend.
Does she look like a sheep on the battlefield?
She
or
looks
is
like a
just,
giant
like-
ram.
She turned into a big ram.
I
If you-
see. Okay, okay.
The best way I was able to describe it was that picture I put it in character chat, because like she has a whole bunch of glyphs all over her body that glow like neon, and including her horns.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. All right. I will aim towards the group that Yuelia, the other group. So not the group that Yuelia shot at, but the other one.
All right. I have this big giant arrow here. So you want to aim like over this way?
Yeah,
Alrighty.
between those four, I think would be good.
I said there are enemies in between that empty area. I said I use giant figures so I wouldn't have to put down like 500 people.
Fair. Okay. Okay.
So each giant figure just represents a lot of people.
Mhm. Okay. What do do I roll something or?
Hang on, let me.
Shut up, Spoony Bard.
Yes,
Sorry, it's
Spoony
really
Bard.
distracting.
Mute them like the
I
rest
am
of us.
putting the rules for the-
I turned it down. Huh?
I put the rules for the cannon in the in character chat, but to fire the cannon, it just takes one action. And
Oh,
they
that's
have to
it?
do a reflex save, but they're not going to be doing a reflex save, so you just be rolling damage.
Okay. 1 second. I'm a little bit slow, sorry.
I rolled damage for my fireballs. Did you need me to?
You should, but technically it's not really necessary. But I would go ahead because I am keeping track.
Okay.
So so I roll 60 12s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still keeping track of the cannonballs, Mirra?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Really? Okay. 20 and 20 for me, by the way. Sorry.
20 and 20. But as you fire it off, you just see the cannonball just immediately cover the distance and just another giant explosion. But there's less fire, and there's a lot more smoke and dust and debris flying everywhere. And once again, just as of the last 1 or 2 turns, just another group of people screaming at the top of their lungs.
Whoever's close to Olivia just hears her like say very softly, "That's gonna be in my nightmares."
That would probably be Dorval, because you guys are mainly cannons.
Probably.
So you have 2 actions left.
I'll have
Loading.
I'll
Loading
use 1
takes 2
action.
actions.
Huh?
I said if you want to reload the cannon you just fired, it takes 2 actions if that's what you want to do.
I'll use 1 action to ask Oogie to reload the cannon. So that's 2 actions of his.
Now,
and
just to throw it out there, Oogie will have to do a DC 20 athletics check to load it because cannonballs are very heavy.
Okay.
It'll be so good if he makes it though.
I think
Accidentally gets shot out of the cannon instead.
Oh no!
But I think he also gets a bonus.
Even joke about that.
I think Oogie gets a bonus though because of Dorval. Is that right?
I think I have a feat. Yeah, 1 second. Let me look at my feats.
You should have.
I do have a feat, but I forget what it is.
Okay.
But
Oogie's gonna load the cannon for you?
Yes. I'm just 1 second, I need to check with Animal Familiar.
Okay.
So I'm not Animal Familiar.
That'd actually be really cool because you fire, then Oogie loads it, and then you can fire again because it's only 1 motion. It's actually really smart.
You said Dex, right?
DC 20 athletics check.
Athletics.
And athletics is just a derivative of strength, so it would just be strength if he doesn't have athletic skill.
I think the Alchemical Familiar borrows from the creator.
Makes sense. I think I've read that in other places too.
Intelligence to determine blah blah.
Summon players.
Yep.
I can't find anything different.
Oogie gets a +2 to load, aim, move, or repair the weapon.
That's freaking awesome.
And Oogie can also aim twice as far as normal.
This is Rocket's origin story, isn't it?
Yep.
This is how it all begins. This raccoon loading up cannons.
Yeah, but I didn't torture him.
That's true. No torture.
No torture.
No
alternate universe Rocket. No torture was involved in this one. Just
Not
lots
true.
of explosions.
Where's Demi playing? I have so many tabs open.
Mine keeps crashing. Just trying to look at my spells.
Athletics, he has 22 +2, you said, James?
Yep.
24.
It's 24.
That is a pass. Oogie quickly scampers, picks up the cannonball with his little paws, and you see him kind of struggle with it at first, but then he gets the hang of like where to put it on his weight, and you just see him hurry up and shove it into the cannon hole, and then he gives you a salute.
Oh, Cookie.
Oh,
I
that's
can't.
adorable.
He
I
runs
pick him
like
up
that
and
one
hug him
raccoon did
while
when
I
he
shoot the
fought
cannon
Captain Frog.
again.
What are you aiming for?
Who's the blue dragon? Is that a dragon?
That
Is
supposedly no one knows yet, but it's been guessed that that might be the commander.
I shoot it there.
Is the commander a dragon though?
No, he's riding it.
Giant lizard.
Okay, he's riding the dragon.
Giant lizard. Or at least it looks like a giant lizard and not a dragon. One can't really
There,
tell.
the giant lizard gets shot.
I
But,
want to see Mirra fight him.
Oh,
in order to shoot, excuse me, that far you would have to adjust the cannon, which requires 3 actions.
Oh, and you only have 2.
She only has 1.
Oh.
I only have 1.
Oh no. You could fire at the front lines again.
Yeah, I'll just fire at the front lines.
In the same spot or in a different spot?
Wherever I see that there's still people standing.
I mean, there's this spot that doesn't have a giant smoking cloud of...
Sure, let's do there.
That spot needs a giant smoking cloud.
Copy and paste.
More
You don't have any
cloud.
idea how happy I am that I learned how to freaking copy and paste figures that are already on the board.
That's awesome.
And
Nice.
I'll roll 6d12 again.
Yes.
27 again.
Nice. Is that the end of Nivea's turn?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all out.
You have a free action. But I guess your free action was telling Dorval that you were going to have nightmares.
Yep.
What? Wait, so we don't only have 3 actions anymore? What's going on?
We have
What?
3 actions. A free action is like talking or...
It
There's a
doesn't
couple-
count towards your actions.
It doesn't count.
There's a couple of
Alright.
things that are just allowed that don't count towards your actions. And it's up to and including talking to other people or interacting with an object.
Okay.
Also included is manual breathing.
Manual breathing! I cast manual
As
breathing.
Nate said the other time, crying is a free
Ryan
action.
is a free action.
It's free!
Okay. What about throwing up? Because it's a
That is
distinct
also a
fuck-
free action.
Free action.
Cool.
Actually, throwing up is not a free action.
What?
It's a reaction.
Because throwing up actually can help relieve things like poison and sickness.
That's true.
That's crazy.
But you know
So
what?
you can actually throw
Well,
up on
crying
purpose.
can also help relieve anxiety. Like,
Yeah,
what?
true.
Don't give him ideas.
Don't give
what's
him
wrong
it!
with
Let us
you?
keep crying,
let, me
dang it.
let me put it this way. Crying and throwing up is free unless you're using it to relieve a status effect.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
There you
Got
go.
it.
Let me write that down, put it in my pocket.
Since we're
There is actually, when you're sickened, there you can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover, which lets you immediately attempt a fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made you sickened.
Ew.
Cool.
Gross.
Oh, throwing up is an action.
in my endless study of Pathfinder 2e to better learn it and be knowledgeable of it, I stumbled upon it this week. Oh, throwing up is an action.
Good to know. Yeah, I'm done.
So, as you fire off another cannon into the large army, you specifically you see that giant ram. It starts to glow kind of bright, and as it runs in, you just see it dig its horns down towards the dirt, and you see dirt and people like flying all over the place as it's like flicking up its neck and like raking people into the air. You just see it like shove its horns down into the dirt, and as it scoops up people, you just see the ram just launching people like way up in the air.
Jesus.
And as they land, you see a very large bear immediately start pouncing and tearing into them.
Rawr.
Half.
You are.
Sorry.
But everybody on the ship, you see, or I should say, you hear a lot of explosions from the other side of the village. Like,
Ah, shit.
We can't be everywhere.
can't be everywhere.
Do Brea and I need to go to the other side? Or are we staying over here?
Where are you guys?
We just
Under
got...
the ship?
Yeah, we just got out of the city, the village.
It's gonna take you like 3 turns to get over to the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. It's gonna
We-
be
we-
one by
We
one.
could move the ship slowly back each round as we continue to fire off at the enemy that's charging in.
Should we hold them off? I can turn.
Should Brea and I go to the other side?
I'm going where I want.
Josh,
Go
No,
where I-
Quip's gonna grab you and we're gonna
I'm
go to the other
mundoing
side.
this shit.
I need a reflex saving throw from Crusix, Yuelia, Lydia.
Ooh. A reflex?
It's a
Cool.
lonely child.
Mirra, Brea, and Quip.
reflex saving throw.
Where is my
Wait,
die?
does that mean we're also doing it?
Yes.
Why didn't you say
All
it
the
to
names
begin
I-
with?
Anivia and Dorval are on the second layer of the ship, so the arrows wouldn't reach them.
Found it.
Natural 20.
Can I roll a
Nice.
reflex save?
Do you need a reflex
I
from
got
me as well?
30 in total. If someone can put that in for me.
I got
I
it.
can put it in.
Thank
Please
you.
put your totals.
I got it.
I got it. Oh wait, no, I'm
Do
in
you
the
need a
wrong
reflex
chat.
from me as
No!
well in the
How
tower,
much did
Josh?
you get? 31?
30. On the dice, it's 15. If, Josh, do you want us to tell you what the dice is?
Yes.
Okay.
What you rolled and your total.
Josh, do you want one from me on the wall as well?
No, because you actually have practically full cover in that little area you're in.
All right, that's fair. It's only, it's not like I get a plus 19 to reflex save.
That's a-
right?
Dang it.
If this was an attack roll, I would roll to see if I crit,
Dang it.
but because it's more of a area of effect skill, then I'm not.
Does
Hang
full
on, I'm
coverage
rolling for
do
Quip.
in Pathfinder?
Pedi.
I rolled a 4.
Pedi.
Yes.
The most dexterous one here.
Sounded so disappointed.
Captain
I
Duck.
rolled a 4.
No, not in the air.
Where's the duck?
You really got out reflexed you.
Is
Pedi.
that crazy?
Quip out reflexed you.
You know, it kind of seems on brand for me. I don't know what you're surprised about.
It's very true.
It's
It
on
is
brand for you, just not on brand for your character.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you guys too.
You just get a plus 10 circumstance bonus for being PD.
Anybody who rolled
For
above a,
being Petey.
anybody who rolled above a 15 passed. Anybody who rolled 25 or higher critically succeeded.
Nice.
Wow.
Sick.
So Lydia passed.
I think everyone else critically.
Yeah, so
Quip didn't.
Lydia would have taken half damage, but because she has evasion, half a success is still a full success. So, oh wait, Mirra only got 24.
Quip
Oh.
did. Quip got
Quip
24.
only got 24.
Mirra
So
got
Quip
28.
Half damage.
How much?
50. No, I'm joking.
Just
You know,
Not
it's
that
funny you saying
severe,
you're joking,
47.
but that's lowballing for the damage we've been taking lately.
Right.
If you have 5 resistance, the damage is halved, but it's 10.
Oh.
So 5?
5, but I don't, again, since it's a reflex save, you automatically pass if it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
regular success, right?
Yeah.
If you succeed, you critically succeed.
It's so worrying when Josh was like, no, it's 10. And everyone was like, oh, well, that's fine. Like,
to put it in a reference, that Hydra we fought did 108 damage to me.
Yeah.
I'll take 10
in one
any day.
shot.
That Hydra was
in one turn.
So are
It
we
breathed-
all taking 10 damage?
No.
no, only
Okay.
the people that
Only Quip and
Only Quip.
I guess Quip.
ooh, fire.
But imagery. But
Bark.
Anivia, Dorval,
Sorry.
all you hear is thunk, 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 as just a barrage,
Oh, good lord.
just pummels the airship, and you just hear the arrows hitting it, the tink, tink, thunk, tink, thunk. Everybody that's on the ship, you kind of like take cover and dive under things, and again, you just see all the arrows like hitting the top deck of the ship and eventually going out. Brea and Mirra and Quip, basically the ship takes the brunt of a lot of the arrows that were coming your way, but a couple of them come through and hit Quip in the side, like towards his hip.
Okay.
Ouch.
That brings us back up to the top. WhiskerStride.
Where
Retreat.
am I
Is there
in the
any
initiative,
arrows?
seriously?
You are right here.
In the
Hello?
initiative.
Oh,
You're 4.
Yes.
initiative-wise, you are after Mirra, 4th.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't here before, so...
To recap,
Thank you.
is there any arrows in the wall around me?
There's plenty of arrows in front of you. Like, 'cause there's a board that you're like, that's like halfway up to your chest when you're standing. So if you stand up and like look over to like look down at the ground, there's a bunch of arrows in the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you could reach down and like grab them.
Is it a free action to grab them?
Interact with object, yes.
I'm gonna, as a free action, I'm gonna grab some, and then as another free action, I'm gonna yell out, "Your archers need some training."
Oh.
There are 7 arrows that are within your reach.
Cool. I'm grabbing all 7.
Well, you can grab one with your interact with object.
All right, I'll grab one.
But you'll have
It's
to
still-
keep track of how many are still there.
Okay.
Just remember,
then-
this is going to catch the thing on fire.
It's gonna be lovely. I'm gonna be warm for the rest of my life. All right. I am going to launch some arrows. And whoever gets hit by this first one is going to realize they got hit by their own arrow.
Well, the people who are firing them are way further back.
Oh. Well, somebody's getting hit by their arrow. The first one is a natural 1
Okay.
for a
Good job.
19 to hit.
He somehow shoots it behind him and it curves upward and
He shoots
Second
himself.
attack,
It was a burnt.
Is a
It was a
25.
damaged arrow.
and the third attack is a 9.
Okay.
19, 25, and 9. Just shooting randomly into their hordes, basically.
So, other than the natural 1, which technically,
Oh, I actually had 2 natural ones, so that's cool.
You would.
but your
I hit with
natural
1.
ones, your natural ones are just regular failures because the
Okay.
number that you reach is still higher than their AC.
Wow.
So it's more or less that you hit a piece of their arm. So as you fire off one of the arrows, I'm willing to say that. So I'm willing to give you interaction with the object to pick up an arrow and shoot it.
Okay.
For each arrow that you choose to shoot as your action. So you can just fire off 3 of those fire arrows if you want.
Okay.
But 2 of them kind of like bounce off of armor. That's just unlucky. They just happen to move that way. So as you fire
a little
off
bit
one,
too damage so they can pierce the armor.
One ricochets off a helmet, another ricochets off a shoulder plate. But the last one hits square in somebody's throat, and you just see them fall backwards, like with both hands around their neck.
My first thought was that old man from Helm's Deep.
Is that your turn?
Perfect. And that will end my turn.
All right. It will be Crusix, but I'm answering his question. Do you want me to pass for just a second, Paul, while I help you answer?
He's not paying attention.
I hope he is. He's talking to me.
Oh no.
No, I've been muted this entire time.
Dang
God
it.
damn it.
Good
I'm like,
job.
all right.
Familiar story.
And I'm like, well, we can just go. Like, what's he talking about?
You know what, though? It's been a while since Paul's muted himself.
It has.
That's true.
It has been a while since he's muted himself.
Good job.
I'm
Has this
becoming
been
more
happening for a long
aware
time?
of it.
Yes.
Like since he started playing with us.
Look, it
Nice.
does help that me and Stephanie have brand new headsets, so they're not as easy to mute. Problem is, they don't have a bright red light on the mic when they're muted, so we don't know when we're muted.
Ah.
I just noticed my little name wasn't lighting up on Discord. Like, oh hell, they can't even hear me.
Nope.
How many actions does it cost to summon him, Josh?
Because I thought it was 3, but I don't know what to control F to search for what we talked about.
I mean, that's fine for now.
Because effectively, his whole purpose is to give you another action. Oh, here
Right.
it is. 3 actions to activate. Let me freaking pin this.
You can control F. If you go to any chat, you can control F and then it'll search only in that chat.
Right, but the
Yeah,
problem
but
is that I didn't know what to search for.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Misunderstood.
That's why I said it was that I would control F it, but I didn't know what to search for to find it. Alright, so it requires 3 to activate. Once activated, it can do 1 action that you can do per turn, effectively giving you 4 actions, like haste. The spirit can stay in one place or follow you for free. And there's a little, like, light tether between you. Takes 1 action to get rid of it. And at the end of every turn after the first turn, your HP reduces by 1/10.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off at the start of it by having another bolt of lightning come down and striking that top group in the front.
You can move the giant arrow to where you want to aim this thing.
This fella here, Judge Doom.
Just I don't know if I actually narrated or not because I think I was asking questions or answering questions. But your new ram friend and the bear are completely surrounded now.
Oh shit.
I'm going to aim between, but not close enough to hit them, I hope.
I mean, if you aim for enemies, you're gonna hit enemies.
Yeah, I'm going to try to start helping by trying to wipe out some of them.
Hey guys, do you think
Did I happen to hit one of the people by my bear?
If that's where you were aiming.
Alright.
My apologies if I forgot to say that.
Because when I hit people near my bear, he strikes at them too.
Oh.
It's his support benefit, so he mauls enemies when I create an opening. So when I hit them, he strikes them.
So I
and
can
it's
see the dude that you hit with an arrow gets immediately mauled by a bear.
Nice.
Sounds good. Yeah, because they take, and it's a guaranteed hit from the bear too. Like if I hit them, it's a guaranteed hit.
Angry bear noises.
Ah.
Basically.
But so Crusix.
That
I'm
soldier is having the worst day.
Right.
I'm going to use. I guess it's considered a free action for that first time around that you summon the lightning. On subsequent rounds, the first time you sustain the spell each round, you can call down another lightning bolt within the area.
Nice. Get him.
That's a weirdly put sentence, or I'm really dumb.
If it says it doesn't require an action, then it doesn't require an action.
Then I want to bring down a bolt of lightning on top of where the arrow is. They need a reflex save.
Nope.
27.
It succeeds.
Oh, okay. Dice tray. So what is it? It is 5d12.
There's no way in hell that they have any reflex save high enough to dodge that bolt. Jeez.
Oh, it rolled it. No, I didn't realize it. Ignore the second number.
Well, I don't know. Do you guys ever hear of the 17 students that were leaning up against a metal fence during a lightning storm?
Yeah, that's very true.
That's pretty dark.
So basically,
Don't hold metal down there.
there's
Yeah.
there were 17 students leaning up against a fence that got struck by lightning, and thus all 17 of them got hit. And
Because they didn't hold hands to evenly distribute the energy.
But basically, that's what's happening here as you call down lightning, and a bunch of them get struck, not just one.
And I'm going to laugh. Fools, you cannot defeat us. We have slain gods. And I'm going to summon my ghost marionette and have him bring down another bolt of lightning.
You should
Using
not
the-
be advertising that we've killed gods.
It's called an intimidation check.
It's called They Can't Hear You, bitch.
Someone might.
It's diplomacy. But
They might
It's
hear
not
us
diplomacy.
from
You
all
don't want
the
to hear me when I'm trying
explosions
to,
down there.
to intimidate you. This
Are
is
you using the
negotiating.
other cloud pole?
But yes, that will be my turn, sir.
Are you using the other cloud with your marionette?
Yeah, I'll have him draw the lightning down from the second cloud onto that side, yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to use that second roll that I threw up there by accident, you can.
What was the second roll that you threw by accident?
It was 30.
Nice. Perfect. So everybody suddenly sees, so there's fireballs flying, there's cannonballs flying, there's...
Oh, in total, I did 74 points of lightning damage. I
There's
don't know if anybody
like-
has lightning resistance.
There's clouds shooting lightning down onto, like, these soldiers are not having a good time.
Good.
There's Pitbull holding a concert for everyone. I'm joking.
Oh no!
Did your off training account for all this?
Mirra, you're up. Brea, you're next.
So,
Yeah.
is it an action for Quip to grab Brea?
I could say that's interact with objects.
She would like.
I'm
I'm-
not an object, I'm a
I-
person!
I would like Quip to grab Brea.
It's
What
like,
is gonna hurt?
unless she resists, I would not consider it a grapple.
Interact with Brea.
Interact with Brea.
Interact with Brea. That's
I'll let him pick me up. Where is he taking me?
So I use an action to get on Quip. Quip uses 2 actions to dash forward. So he can go 80 feet, so it'll at least get you closer there, Brea. So if you
Thank
can
you.
move us 80 feet up
I have 105 feet to work with
towards
when I'm raging,
towards the
so-
ram.
You can go that far.
Yeah, just I'm aiming for the ram because I want to go over there. So if you could put me closest for 80 feet behind the ram.
I put up the circle, so I can't. Well, actually,
I got you. I got it.
If you can move all of us.
Boop, boop. Oh, all of us?
Yep.
Brea's not here.
Well, I missed somebody.
Oh.
Oh, because I can't move Freya, that's why.
I'm here.
He can't
Yeah,
move
but
you, though.
I can't move you.
I'll
can't
move
move you.
myself in a minute. Where are we ending up? I can't even see my model.
You're, well,
We're at the front. We're at the... There.
There we go.
So
By
Pedi
me.
and
Yes.
Paul,
Yes.
am I summoning you guys to TaleSpire?
I've been trying to get on TaleSpire and it's not letting me in.
Okay,
Ripper
I was
on.
just asking.
So that's his 2 moves. That's my 1 move.
I'll try again.
I will use, and then how close am I to the ram? Give me, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It worked. Josh.
Summon players!
Wait. Now.
Dang it.
Oh, I didn't know we were timing something.
Let me see. I can move 30 feet. So, how close am I to the ram? Probably
About 60.
60. Okay, I will use both of my action. I don't have anything distance. Brea, are you injured? I don't have anything.
No, I'm not hurt at all.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do for 2 actions.
Can you save them?
No, because I already started using them. I can't just save 2. Can I give my 2 actions to Quip?
If you can, well, in order to use Quip, you had to command him to move.
Correct. Actually,
So
it's a free thing that it's a free thing he does, because I have greater. Hang on. I have he's top tier.
Top tier.
Like he can't. If one of us gets charmed, we're not gonna attack each other. Like that's how top tier our connection is. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. So. It's a free action to, have him do stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he just needs to have the turns
but
to do it.
He gets 2 actions.
Yeah, so he used his 2. Can I give mine to him, then? Or no? Okay,
I mean, if you use a free action to tell him what to do, then that's you giving him a command. Okay. I don't know if you use command more than once.
Probably.
Dave?
Dave?
Yeah.
I only say Dave just in case you know it off the top of your head.
What was the question again? Sorry.
Do you know?
I was looking at something.
No worries. Do you know if I can tell Quip to do more than one thing? Like if I tell him to move.
Because normally you can give your
one command,
your pet or whatever summon familiar. You can give them 2 actions for your 1 action. But I don't know if you can do that more than once.
That's a great question.
I'm trying to pull it up, but mine's being very slow.
So what are you looking for?
I'm just trying to see if I can tell him to move again. And he can use my movement. I doubt it. I guess I'll get off. Oh my goodness. I guess I'll get off and use my 2 actions to get up in the. Actually, no. I'd rather stay with Quip.
I mean, technically, there's no rule against it from what I can see.
Because I would just say, good, that's fine. Because
there's no rule against it. The only thing that I can find is your animal companion has the animal and minion traits, and it gains 2 actions during your turn if you use the command and animal action to command it. This replaces the usual effect of command and animal. You don't need to attempt a nature check. So I would assume you could effectively give your minion 6 attacks or 6 actions if you gave them all 3. But minion or companions by default don't have as much power as a character, so it doesn't necessarily hurt or unbalance things to give it 6, right?
From what I can tell, the first time you command a creature that would normally listen to you, it gets 2 actions from your 1 command. Every command from that is 1-to-1.
Okay.
Okay. I
So
didn't
you-
see anything about that, but if you found that, then that's fine.
So the first time you command him, he gets 2, but every other command, you're basically giving your actions in a 1-to-1 transfer.
Nice. Okay. Then I'll give him another one for movement and go 40 feet closer for all 3 of us. And that'll be my turn.
Oh, you dragged me. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you were still on there.
Yay, I get 3 attacks.
But
That's me.
okay,
But what?
yeah. Freya, you're up.
I rage.
Ah, rage.
There.
Your anchor's not made out of metal, is it?
Oh
Why?
no.
I have nothing that is not metal, so
The Dragon Slayer sword.
it's adamantium. That's still metal.
It has metal,
Yeah, maybe just be careful with your lightning.
but it's mostly made out of dragon bone.
By the way, I'm wearing mithril. They don't mix.
Yeah, you guys will be okay.
But yeah, I'm
They
gonna
don't mix.
attack it twice with my mule. 35 to hit, 38 to hit. I'm aiming at the guy directly in front of me who's real big.
Well, it's a giant mob of people.
Okay, well, you get what I mean.
Technically, you're going. I don't know if you guys know what Dynasty Warriors is.
Yep.
You've explained before, we fought combat like this before.
But basically, Brea's just swinging her anchor around, and you just see like 4 or 5 people get. So wait, have you seen the very first Lord of the Rings where Sauron?
Yes, Sauron's just mowing through the enemy, just like la 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 la.
Where he swings a mace and like 10 people go flying. That's what Brea's doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Each person represents a mob.
Yes. Are you on foot or are you staying on the giant lizard?
I'll stay on the lizard for now if I'm allowed to swing. I also have a feat that's called Prairie Rider. I grew up riding shaggy ponies.
Prairie
and
dogs. Sorry.
Train in
Prairie
nature,
dog.
Train in nature. Still
All right,
enjoy,
that's a thing now.
you know, command animal, blah blah blah. But anyways, it says I have experience riding animals.
Sweet.
Okay. Well, I just need your damage from your swings.
So 35 and 38 hit.
Basically, unless you roll a natural one.
Ah, okay. So someone tell me, hold on, 21 plus 12 is 33. 16 plus 12 is whatever that amount is. Someone do math.
38? No, 28.
I didn't
28.
hear you.
So we have the 33 and the 28, whatever that is together.
Math.
20, 30,
What do you
43.
what?
33 plus 28. Please tell me this total.
Okay, so that is 61. Yeah.
Thank you. That's my total damage.
Alrighty.
Jesus.
No, it's Brea.
And
Basically,
No, that's
Brea
not Jesus.
That's
Freya.
so funny.
Quip charges into the fray. I'm gonna actually move you guys a little bit more forward.
Here, I
I
found it.
believe that Prairie Rider shit came
But,
in handy.
As you guys charge into a group, Quip spins around and his tail knocks a couple over. And as he's spinning, Bray just brings down her anchor from the side, like leaning outwards. And so you're like hanging on, outstretched the anchor, and you just sweep through a bunch of people. And then you immediately use the momentum to bring it up, and you sweep along the other side, knocking around a whole bunch of the other ones. And just in a matter of moments between you and Quip together, you just wipe out like 15, 20 soldiers.
Dang.
I like to imagine Quip's running like one of those frill lizards run on their back legs.
That's terrifying.
Is that it for Brea?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to Dorval, followed by Lydia.
Okie dokie. Is the leader within 300 feet of the cannon?
We're about to find out. The answer is yes.
Get 'em.
Yeah, I'm firing.
Your aim is at 400 right now.
Okay, well then, perfect. I'm firing at the leader.
Get him.
So you're aiming at the giant lizard?
Yep.
All right. That means he needs a reflex save.
Correct.
What was that? 10 plus. And he has to be a 23, right? Yeah. So you see the lizard like go back on its hind legs as it like rears up and falls over to the right as a whole bunch of the dirt just explodes right on the spot. So he managed to move out of the way.
God damn it.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
I can't.
Well, reload.
Yeah, that's all I can do is reload.
Reload. Do it again.
Do it again.
I love seeing people's ass kicking outfits on Pokemon
I got a
Go.
33 for my reload.
Nice. Wait, reload's on 20, so that is only one action and not two.
Okay, then I will fire again.
Fire again.
That's a critical success.
I will fucking fire again.
Oh yeah, that hit that time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Good.
So basically you fire it off, and as the... Can you roll damage for the first one anyway, actually? I
Sure.
forgot he was surrounded by casters and archers.
Oh.
So the first one was 41.
God damn.
And the second one is 48.
So basically he rears up and the lizard falls over, but as the cannonball hits, you just see a bunch of the archers like go flying out all over the place. Then you're like, oh hell no, and you quickly dig your foot. So basically the cannonballs are like in a pyramid, and so you actually dig your foot into one of the cannonballs that's towards the top, because the very top cannonball isn't there anymore. And you just kind of kick it up, catch it, load it into the cannon, and you immediately fire a second shot. And the lizard is still trying to recoup from like jumping and landing because of how its build is. So as it's like trying to get itself back into position, just a cannonball hits it right in the side, and you just see it fall over, knocking the rider onto the ground.
Fuck yeah. Oh.
Like, it didn't even get a chance to hit the ground. There's no smoke or anything because it hit the lizard square on.
Good.
Oh wow.
Poor lizard.
Bad lizard.
Eat that, lizard breath.
Bad lizard. Is that Dorval's turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
You're keeping track of the cannonballs, right, Mirra?
Yes, I am. We're down to 80.
Okay, just making sure.
Does the lizard fall onto anybody and get more people? Like, how big
Yes.
is this? Yes. Nice.
I already counted that because it's
Nice.
an AoE. It counts as more or less of an AoE.
Oh, and I found my thingy. It's because I have Cavalier Dedication. So
Cavalier? That sounds cool.
yeah, because I use them as a mount. So if I don't use the command and animal action, my animal companion can still use its action on my turn to stride or strike. And it can't attack me if it gets charmed because we're just like best buddies.
Alright. Lydia, you're up. Yuelia, you're next.
All right, so Lydia is going to, from the helm of the ship, quickly run and slide down the railing
Oh.
and rush to Olivia's cannon.
I am
And
not going to make you roll for that. That just sounds cool.
I'm going to quickly take all my actions and aim the cannon and say, let's cut the head off this snake and take aim.
Yeah.
So you normally would take 3 actions to aim 100 feet, but because of Dorval, you can use 3 actions to aim 200 feet.
Oh, Dorval!
Yeah. The cannon is ready to go. Well, you still have to load it, but...
And that'll end my turn. Fire when ready.
All right, Yuelia, you're up. Anivia, you're next.
Okay. Where's the commander in all this? I didn't see where you. Oh, he's way too far, and he's down. Our friend is getting bombarded still, right?
Working on it.
Working on it.
Yes, she is.
I will use this. That's not. Wait. What's the range on this? Damn it. 20 feet. That's not enough. That's not enough at all.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking searing my eyeballs off.
Eh.
Oh, no, wait, no, it's not. Damn, that sucks.
Did
My eyes.
Damn it, we didn't move. We needed to move.
Lydia.
Oh, that's.
Hey guys, I'm out of fireballs.
Guys, I'm out of fireball.
Were you not out of
Well,
fireballs?
Then load the cannons.
Previous turn?
last ditch effort. If we have black powder, I don't know.
I have a lot of bombs.
We have a lot of
Oh.
cannonballs. We're fine.
Not very
You're right.
many, but
Fireballs.
but I have alchemical fire.
Yeah, I guess
When
I'm
I
just gonna.
throw fire.
What do you mean water doesn't put it out?
It's napalm.
I'm gonna need you to get closer if you want me to use spells on these. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna help with cannonballs. I see Anivia struggling.
Reload mine.
Wait, is there one already loaded? Is there not
No,
one loaded?
really, reload
They
mine.
are.
Reload yours. Got it.
Well, the thing is, I should turn the ship. So there's 2 cannons that point straight, and then there's 3 cannons on each side that point, left and right. So currently, based off of which way Lydia has the ship pointing, there's only 2 cannons that can shoot straight forward.
Okay.
But
Then-
one of them is reloaded, which is where Anivia is at.
Get it.
Oh, it's already loaded.
Yes, Lydia loaded it.
Oh, okay.
I
Lydia-
aimed it.
Lydia aimed it.
thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Okay. So
My apologies. Neither of the cannons are loaded. That was my mistake.
neither of them are loaded, but one of them's aimed. Okay.
Both
Then
of them.
Both of them are aimed now.
both of them are aimed. Okay.
Yeah.
I meant to say. I said loaded.
Then I guess I will use an action to move, and then I guess 2 actions to load.
Dorval's or Anivia's?
Anivia, because that's metagaming, because she's next.
No, because you saw the raccoon do it.
Because I saw the raccoon.
You can see Anivia and Oogie working together, but Dorval's by himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
but Dorval's kicking ass over there.
Dorval is kicking ass.
So I think Dorval's got it. I'm gonna go help Anivia.
Okay. That is a DC 20 athletics check.
Oh, I'm so good at those, guys.
You got a plus.
Good at those.
I'm so good. It's so good.
Come on, Oogie did it. You can too.
It's an 11.
Okay.
Yeah, but Oogie had my skills.
You did not succeed in loading the cannon.
I'm
leave it
almost
to
sure I
Oogie.
tripped over the cannon.
So, well, you didn't critically fail. You managed to roll 1 higher than critically failing.
So Lydia catches you before you fall off the ship.
So you pick up the cannonball, and then as you go to load it, you didn't realize how heavy it was, and so it's like up, over, down, and then like your hands are where your feet are holding the cannonball.
I mean, there's still 2 more patties.
This is
A raccoon could do this. Come on.
If you want to go up there,
you guys make this look so easy.
I'll share it with you.
I believe that's all 3 actions, correct?
Yes.
Mhm,
Yes.
Okay.
Already in that tub.
Technically, if you want to, you can still cast spells from this area because the opening from where the cannons are lets you see.
I just nothing's within range.
I'm just saying, you don't have to go back up top to cast. As long as it's straight ahead.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. But still, nothing's within range, so.
All right, Anivia, you're up. After you just see Anivia like.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I didn't have fireball. Yeah, never mind.
But you see little
Let the raccoon
Yuelia
show
come
it.
down,
Yeah.
and it's kind of cute watching little Yuelia and little Oogie like trying to load your cannonballs, but little Yuelia doesn't seem to be having a fun time trying to load it.
The raccoon beat me.
I'm just saying. I just picture Yuelia being like looking at Anivia and being like, that girl needs help, and then going up and just fucking failing.
Anytime you guys need me to do anything strength related,
we're in
I'm
trouble.
going to just point out I lost to a raccoon.
Yep.
And Onivia's trying to like hold in giggles because it was just really amusing. And I'm gonna use the first action to get Oogie, who was stressing over Yuelia, to load the cannon. Do I have to give you another athletics?
Correct.
And
just gotta beat 20. But +2. Did Yuelia use +2?
I don't think it mattered.
So that was 13.
Well, if you roll a 10 or below, it's a critical failure. So +2 could have been very important.
That's fair. I rolled an 11, so 13.
Oogie has rolled a 31.
But as long as it wasn't a 10 or
I
lower.
lost to a raccoon.
Yep.
Again.
I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
It almost tripled my roll. I'm just gonna point that out.
So what did Oogie roll? Sorry.
So in total, it's 31. The actual dice roll was 19.
That's a critical success. So he only uses one action to load that.
Oh, cool. Great. Okay. Then he has an extra action?
Yep.
Correct. But it requires 2 just after the roll.
Yeah, I know.
One.
So what you could do is you could fire, and then he could try. Well,
you won't be able to ask him to do it again. You could have him help you well.
Why can't I? No, wait. Why?
Because in order to do the action, you have to have 2 to use.
Yeah, it costs 2 actions.
You could have Oogie fire on his own.
Oogie, fire the cannons!
Oogie, load and fire.
So...
Cannon's already aimed.
So because he's just so quick, you just see him crawl to the spot right in front of you and just pull. And the cannon goes fire. Where are you aiming for again?
Is the leader within 200 feet?
400. You're aimed for the
Lydia
leader.
changed your aim, so now you're pointing towards the back row where the archers, people with staves, people with bows, and the lizard that's on the ground is.
Yeah, but I can't. I thought only Dorval can aim 400 feet away.
No, I give that to everybody. I have the artillerist.
So,
yay!
If you spend your 3 actions to aim, it moves it 100 feet. But because of Dorval, you can move it up to 200 feet for the same amount of actions. So Lydia came flying down and aimed the cannon for you.
Okay, I'll aim at the leader. I guess he's on the ground.
He is currently either hiding behind the lizard or pinned behind the lizard.
I'll shoot at the lizard.
Oh, poor lizard.
Poor lizard.
You hear Quip go,
that's an auto fail because the lizard's prone, so just roll damage for me.
Cousin Terry, is that you?
No!
This is great.
Ooh.
46.
Oh my god.
Poor Cousin Terry, man. He didn't see it coming.
He did not.
As another cannonball goes flying out from Oogie's pool, you just see it get hit in its abdomen again, and you see its head, like, because it has, like, a long neck, you see its head go up, and you just see it, like, scream out in pain.
No,
It just literally cuts through the noise of the battlefield. It is literally the loudest thing to be heard at this point in time.
Oh, don't tell Kachina that.
You personally have 2 actions left.
I'll use a free action to start crying.
Oh, same. Free action to cry.
Free action to cry. When Olivia hears that scream, she just like tears start falling. And
It's just like that one song.
what's the song? The second action, I ask Oogie to reload.
How would that work? So you use your first action to give Oogie 2.
Yeah, but he only had to use 1 because he critically.
Right, which he loaded because he got lucky.
But he fired.
Yes.
And then he fired, which is 1. So now he has
Right.
none.
Asking him to do it again only gives him 1,
But I'm
not 2.
asking him to do it again based on another.
Right,
Like I have 2 more actions.
After the first command, your command only gives 1 action to your minion. The first one gives 2, every other one is 1 to 1.
Okay. I'll help Oogie reload, and then can I say something to Yuelia, or is that like not?
Talking is a free action.
So I can use as many free actions as possible.
Yeah.
I
Other than
tell
interact
Yuelia that like I help Oogie reload, and I let Yuelia know like you can fire it next time, like when you can.
Okay, make a athletics check for me to load the cannon.
If it's ready to go, then sure. Just don't ask me to reload it.
It should already be loaded. Do I have a +2?
Yes.
17.
It's not enough.
Genuinely wonder.
Oh no, you can't do it either. Oogie beat you.
I just got beat by a raccoon.
Yes, you did.
So as you go to pick up the cannonball, Oogie kind of accidentally trips you up because he's like trying to like do it all, but you guys kind of trip over each other, and the cannonball, like you picked it up perfectly fine, but it doesn't go in the hole on the first go, and then you have to pick up the cannonball again.
So I have a question on mostly on how this is all handled as far as weight and shit.
Okay.
What is 1 bulk? Is that supposed to be like a pound or something, or for reference, and this is just me being cheeky here. Telekinetic projectile lets you you hurl loose an unattended object within range that has 1 bulk or less.
So the whole thing behind bulk is it's supposed to kind of sort of count as weight without getting into the actual like numbers.
Yes.
Like the specific numbers.
Okay.
So carrying especially heavy or unwieldy items can make it more difficult for you to move, and can overloading yourself with too much care. Bulk value reflects how difficult the item is to handle, or representing its size, weight, or general awkwardness.
Okay.
If you have a strength modifier, you usually don't need to worry about bulk unless you're carrying numerous substantial items. Okay. Carry an amount of bulk equal to 5 plus your strength modifier without penalty.
Is that a donut? Fuck yeah, bro. Thank you.
So anybody can carry up to 5 bulk with a 0 strength modifier.
So my question in general is, how much bulk is a cannonball?
That's what I said. Bulk value. An item can have number to indicate their bulk value. They can be light, indicated by an L, or negligible, indicated by a minus. For instance, a full plate of armor is 4 bulk. Longsword is 1 bulk.
1 cannonball is 6 bulk.
Okay.
So there you go.
Got it. So I can't be cheeky. Damn.
So basically, this would be incredibly difficult for anybody that doesn't have 12 strength.
Hey guys, I
Do
don't
you have
12
shrink
strength.
item?
No, I don't have shrink item.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't know whose turn it was. I kind of butted in there. That was.
It was
after me. I think the NPCs. I'm last.
Wait, here we are. Yeah, NPCs and army. So, come on. Come on. There you go.
You can do it.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
So you see the ram go up on its hind legs, and as its horns glow completely, it's not just lines, like the entirety of both of its horns glow blue, and it just smashes its front hooves into the ground. And this gigantic rock just juts out of the ground, sending just the whole mob of people flying through the air in the direction that it juts out at. Let's see. On the other side. So now the army.
Alright, I'm back.
Where's my dice? I guess we'll just use another one. Ooh, poor Quip. No to Mirra.
Aw. Oh wait. Yay?
No to my brain, Brea.
Not your brain, Brea.
Oh no.
I don't know what's happening.
Quip only takes 7 damage as a whole bunch of people, just like a whole mob of people just with spears and hand weapons just start trying to get through his really tough scales. You hear him kind of hiss a little bit as he's getting stabbed. And he goes, I get it, I get it, I get the point.
Aim harder. You know what? I know where I'm aiming next.
Reflex save from
everyone again.
Thornclaw, Quip, no, anybody. I don't think Crusix went down below.
No, I'm up on the ship still.
So Crusix, and then
I am here.
Mirra, Brea, Quip, and Thornclaw.
So yes, we all do reflex.
Critical success, Mirra.
Please roll it. Thank you.
Sorry, did you say my name in that too or no?
No.
Okay.
Only people that were on the top deck of the ship.
Gotcha.
So not me?
Aren't the cannons on top?
No, they're in the middle.
Oh.
They're one layer below the top deck.
Okay, that was not what was shown in the picture. But got you.
Meow. Oh, actually, there are cannons on the top deck.
I told you.
But they're
Wasn't
also
crazy.
on the middle deck.
But which ones are facing the front?
There's 2 sets, so there's technically 8 cannons. There's 8 on the top floor, and then another 8 on the middle floor in the exact same positions. Alright, so Mirra critical success. Brea is a regular success, so you take half damage. Thornclaw is half damage. Quip is critical success. Crusix is so Brea and Thornclaw take half damage. That's a 10, so they both take 5 fire damage. Brea, you, as the arrows are coming down, you're kind of busy fighting, and you take an arrow to your thigh.
Ow.
Better than an arrow to the knee.
You in a dead
Imagine
turtle,
popping an
arrow to the
adventure.
thigh.
You don't particularly feel anything, you just actually see it happen.
Yeah.
Dude.
WhiskerStride, you're up.
I should get tattoos now.
I'm going to once again take arrows from the wall. Once again, yell out your archers still need training, and then fire 3 more arrows. Because I'm a nice guy, you know. I want to give them back their inventory.
Those arrows don't belong to you. I get it.
So the first one is a 34 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And then the second one is a that'd be 29 minus 5. So that is 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is a natural 20.
Natural 20!
8, so 28 to hit.
So,
and I am aiming around Thornclaw.
As you're picking off people around Thornclaw, you see somebody wearing a little bit more fancier armor than the rest. Right in the head.
Oh, get him.
Oh, keep in mind, when he gets hit, if he's within range, he also gets a swipe.
Yes. So, not only does he get hit in the head, your bearer just kind of, make sure that the headshot was more than enough. Is that the end?
Yeah, that will end my turn.
Alrighty.
How many arrows? Did any arrows make it into the wall this time, or was it still just the original?
They aimed a lot closer to the group, so no new arrows went towards you.
Okay. And then there's 1 arrow still in the wall if you're keeping track of if it lights on fire or not.
Right. So, Crusix, you're up. Mirra, you're next.
Okay.
Paul, you're muted again, I'm sure.
Oh, son of a sucker.
I took a shot in the dark.
I'm going to start off at the start and send down a bolt of lightning right on top of these guys.
Okay.
How many arrows did you say are up on the deck on fire right now where we're at?
Probably more than you can count in a turn.
Then I'm going to use my last crushing
They don't
wave.
seem to really be affecting the ship any, but it is a lot of arrows. Like, it's a lot of arrows now. After like 4 or 5 barrages hitting the ship. But it's not like the ship is catching fire or anything.
The ship is on fire?
No.
Not yet.
Not
Not
only is it
yet.
on fire, you set it on fire.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and do crushing wave. Put out all the flames that's in front of me in a cone.
Okay. I'd say you take out a very large portion of them. Because not only does the crushing wave like blast in a cone, but just the water panning out after the initial spell like puts out a lot of the fire arrows as it kind of spreads across the deck.
I realized I didn't roll my damage yet.
For
the first lightning bolt.
Oh, Bray and Mirra, you just see like as a whole bunch of people are charging with spears, just this lightning, this like blade of lightning just flashes into like a line, and like 7-10 of them just go down on the spot.
Ooh.
All of them are like, broken.
I'm gonna yell to Quip, if you let that lightning hit us, I'm gonna feed you to that giant chicken.
Oh no!
Hit him.
No.
That would be a shocking predicament.
My last action, I'm gonna use. On my last action, I'm gonna use Inspire Courage for all those around me.
For all those around you?
I'm not sure exactly who's up there with me or not. So.
Nobody, you're by yourself.
Oh, it's a solo act.
Well, that's all. That's like, do you want to do something else?
Well, nah, that's fine. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I've got a good vantage point. But my clone is going to, or my marionette's going to send down another bolt of lightning.
Alrighty.
Right there.
Yeah, for all the damage.
Well, okay. 41.
Jeez. Oh, that guy's gone. That guy's gone. All right.
Happy accursed month of blanks.
Can you zoom in on where I am, please?
Sure.
Where are you? Oh, I'm not streaming. I'm
Where
sorry.
the big arrow is.
I was desperately trying to find you because I thought I was streaming. I'm
I'll
sorry.
just start swinging my sword around to these people that are behind the ram. So 28 to hit.
Hits.
Another 28 to hit.
Okay.
And a 20 to hit.
Oh, almost a 28.
So the 2 28s are actually critical successes.
Nice.
So they count as criticals.
Hell yeah!
Okay, so that would be...
Wait. Did Bray roll higher than 25?
For what?
For your attack rolls against the peons when you were wiping the floor with them.
35 and 38.
I'm gonna just add full critical damage real quick for you. But yes, go ahead.
So that would be a 10 and a 16 damage.
With critical?
I mean, I only rolled like 5.
Oh, okay. But
my sword doesn't do much.
As you start to get mobbed, you and Quip, Brea too, but you just have Quip like charging into them, and then you're just like literally parrying weapons and then immediately stabbing, knocking them away, stabbing. There's just so many people.
Quip's gonna do a tail attack.
You just see his tail whip around and just knock a whole bunch of them into each other.
26.
Is that to hit or damage?
Hit to hit.
That hits, and it's critical.
Nice. Okay, and then reach 15 feet, damage, plus 7. 2. Where are my d8s? 2. Oh, come on. Okay, so 14, 21 damage.
So, you see Quip's tail sweep and knock a whole bunch of people back, and then you see a person in a little bit more significant armor run up with a spear, and for everybody else, he's just screaming, but to you, because you can understand him, he's like, "Do not falter! Do not falter!"
Oh.
And then you see Quip just take his tail vertically and go, and you see him like compress. Just like, for us, it would be like crushing a soda can. But you just see his armor just crumple and he just falls over.
Oh, good
Oh
lord.
God.
And then he gets one more attack. And that's 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, good. And then 2 of these.
And
Okay, and that's
goes out. They just don't make armor like they used to.
That's 5 plus 7, so 12 to damage.
There's another one cleared out.
Okay, and then that's my turn.
Holy shit.
Ah!
Oh wait, it read it wrong. Never mind. It doesn't make any sense.
The math's not mathin'.
If I roll a 90 and then a 10,
That's
the 10, oh, it's a 0, so it's supposed to count as 90. Okay. They added them together, but
I thought a 0 was a 10.
it's a, well, in the way that the 100 percentile dice works, when you roll them together, the 0 becomes just a 0.
Oh. Okay.
In other words, you need to roll the 90 and then a 10. I think that.
Does it
Is that how it works?
Hold on. I have my. Well, because what's the double 0 then? Is that just a natural 100?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, then it. I would assume
It's
if you
either.
roll...
Well, it's either. It depends on what way the dice roll together. So if you roll a 10 and a double 0, that's 100.
What happens if you roll 3 zeros? Like, is that 1,000? I think if you roll, like, you should roll the percentile first, figure out what it is, because if you roll the double zeros, it's 100, no point rolling the other one. Then you roll the other one, and it is a 0 to 9, essentially.
Right.
So I think how it should work.
So in this case, it would be 90. Okay.
Yeah.
The Mirra's
That's my
done.
understanding of how that should work.
So Mirra's done?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Robyn?
Yes. Sorry.
Your turn's done?
That's my turn.
So Brea,
Your whole turn.
it is your turn, but you're starting to see the soldiers back. You know, they were pushing on you guys full force, but now you see them start to like slowly backpedal.
They salty.
I attack the one that's right in front of me.
Oh boy.
No mercy.
37, 33,
Critical,
and then 20.
not a critical.
Okay.
Wait, did my 20 hit?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do
It
damage
just
for
wasn't
that.
a crit.
Okay, I didn't do damage for that other 20.
So
I mean, you got to beat a 15 to hit them, and then you got to beat a 25 to critically succeed.
8 more damage. I thought the 20 missed.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Crits work by doubling the total damage of that roll, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so the first attack is 66.
Did you roll a 33 damage on your first one?
No, I rolled 21. But I get plus 12 damage when I rage.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Okay, second attack is 78 damage. And you said the other one hit, but it wasn't a crit?
Yes.
Okay.
one of y'all do way more damage than me.
Us 37 on the last one.
Well, they're definitely built to do way more damage. That's what Quip is for.
Yeah. Get him,
So, for this, I'm not going to make you use movement as an action, but I'm going to make you get off of Quip to do what you're about to do. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you basically kind of flare up a little bit, jump off a Quip, and you just kind of start. It's not wild tornado swings like Garen or anything, but just
lame.
Again, just the Sauron thing where you just send people flying all over the place. And if your anchor ever touches the ground, just giant globs of dirt and rock go flying everywhere and hit other people. And you just literally take out like 20, 25 people in one shot. Just like a horrible cyclone of death.
I am barbarian. That's my turn.
Yeah.
That needs to be like a heavy metal rock song called I Am Barbarian.
Yep.
All right. That brings us to Dorval, then Lydia.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I am going to reload my cannon. So 1 second. Let me get to my reload ability. Fucking demi-plane load! Every time I minimize the website, it takes 18 hours to reload.
Accurate.
18 hours? For me, it's 18 years. Lucky.
Well, some of us have faster internet.
Yeah.
Oh.
At least you don't have to go to a spell book that you have that you said that it says you don't have, but it says you have.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't get a fucking critical success this time. I got a 28, but...
Okay.
God damn it.
But it is loaded.
Yeah, so I load it and then I'll fire again at the leader I haven't paid attention. Is he still in range? Or did that bitch run away?
As far as you can tell, the leader is either pinned under the lizard or hiding behind the lizard. One of the two.
Yeah, I'm fucking firing at that lizard.
No, Terry!
Right. Just roll me the damage.
Okay. Uh, 45.
So the last cannonball goes a little bit off, but it hits like right in the upper chest area of the lizard, and its head was up in the air screaming a moment ago, but you just see it go limp and the head just falls to the ground.
Well, there goes his head.
Goes its head.
Yep.
Got hit in the chest.
There goes his head.
I want its chest to explode or something.
Well, there was stuff that went flying, but it itself did not explode.
Gotta hit it harder.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Lydia. Then Yuelia.
All right.
You're getting me closer, right?
Yeah, I have to run back, or I can just command the ship, right?
You can command the ship, but it doesn't function as well if you're not directly steering. So it can go straight, it can't turn.
Okay. Yeah. I just need to go straight for Yuelia.
Honey, I ain't never going straight for you.
But you command it, you can command it like a minion, so...
Alright. So, one of my actions for two of theirs?
Correct.
Okay. So I will... Let me see. Move it straight where it's aiming.
Are you going up forward 100 feet, or are you going forward 50?
I'm gonna go forward 100.
Okay. Here you go. You should have
No
access
control
to
of it. Sweet. Straight.
Too close.
Too close! Too close!
Too
No, it's good enough.
close.
Well, maybe.
And then we get blasted by their spellcasters. Ah!
Actually, I don't even know how this spell's gonna work.
We'll see. Then I will run up to or I'm already at Anivia's cannon, right? Needs to be loaded.
Anivia's cannon's not reloaded because her and Yugi got tangled up.
Oh. So it's not loaded right now.
Nope.
Okay, I'll go
Anivia,
ahead.
Yugi, and Yuelia seem to be having difficult time with the cannonballs.
Oh, it's
Losing to
about to
raccoons.
be.
Just say it like it is.
It's about to be me too.
We have no strength.
Yeah, I don't either. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use my other 2 actions to reload that cannon.
Alright. Give me an athletics check. +2.
Athletics 2. Where's my dice?
They don't exist.
I think it ran away from me. Oh, here it is. Alright. Athletics. Ooh, not bad. For me, 24.
Boy.
That's a pass.
There we go.
The cannon is loaded. Wait, Anivia's cannon or Dorval's cannon?
Anivia's cannon. I was next to Anivia's cannon. And alright, I'm just gonna yell out, fire again!
Get him.
That's it.
Alright, Yuelia, you're up.
Alright. Guys, I'm not gonna take any damage, right?
You'll be fine.
Right,
Right? Cool.
right.
I believe in myself.
I believe in you too.
Thanks. Because I'm dual casting again.
Oh, Lord.
This time it's going to be a lightning bolt, so it's supposed to be a straight line 120 feet. So if
You will probably have to use an action to move to a side cannon
that's what I figured. That's fine.
to get the people to the left. You should be fine to lightning bolt the group in front of the goat
In front of the goat. Okay.
or sheep. Ram.
Then I guess I will do that because it takes an action to use my dual cast anyway. Oh wait. Maybe I don't need to then. I guess I'll save the HP. Then I'll just oh no, it's a waste of a spell slot. Screw it. Screw it. Killing myself. Alright. Dual cast lightning bolt then. I guess how many are there? Because it's 100 and how wide is this? It doesn't say. Does it say? And I'm stupid. It's 120-foot line. It doesn't say how wide the line is.
It's just a 5-foot area.
Just a 5-foot area. Okay, then I guess anything in a 120-foot
But
line.
just due to how I said these groups are one monster,
Yeah.
so technically you're hitting a bunch of.
Our ram friend.
Go ahead and roll the damage for me.
28 and 21.
Okay. As Yuelia creates 2 magic circles, Anivia, you see like maybe 2 or 3 beads of sweat start to roll down Yuelia's face. She's starting to not look so hot. But as the 2 magic circles generate in each hand, just 2 arcs of lightning shoot down just like the other clouds. And you just see a whole bunch of people like stiffen up and then fall over, their bodies giving off a smoke or steam. And that's it for Yuelia?
That's it.
Cast?
I'm sorry?
Do you get injured every time you double cast?
Yep. It takes a bit of my life energy until I rest anyway.
What?
It's worth it.
Can't heal you?
Healing? No, I need to actually full rest.
Why are you giving this nerf to everyone, Josh?
Because it's a trade-off.
It's everyone's special.
Oh, how many rounds can I have my marionette out before it starts draining my health?
So it starts draining your health after the first round.
Okay, so it'll be coming up will be the 3rd round. Okay.
Imagine losing max hit points.
Yeah, pretty much.
When you actually spend time to go over it.
No, I already know. I was being sarcastic because I feel like I was the first one. I feel like I was the first one to have that problem.
Oh yeah, that is true. All right, Anivia, you're up.
So to understand, if I pass Yuelia an elixir of life right now, it's going to be useless.
Yeah.
See where I'm putting in her Yuelia's health?
Yes.
So her original total was 98. Now it's 68.
Oh fuck.
So
So
she
we're-
still has 68 hit points.
So
I'm technically still max health, is essentially what it's boiling
Yes, but
down.
your max health gets lowered every time you double cast.
Yep.
He nerfed us all with life juice.
Life
High
juice.
risk, high reward.
So you basically had the ability to sacrifice your maximum HP for the trade-off of doing some really powerful techniques.
So my
I could do that
I'm
the entire
down
time?
18 points.
Well, Anivia has not gained an ability from the World Tree, and neither has WhiskerStride.
Okay, got you.
Provide.
So this isn't okay. Okay. The cannon's loaded, right?
The
Lydia
cannon
loaded
now
it?
loaded.
Yes. Yes. Where's the bad guy? Is the bad guy still on the battlefield? Are there enemies still? I mean, yeah, 3 of
Cannon
them.
is currently aimed all the way back here.
Oh. Hmm.
And you got to see Dorval. Was it Dorval? Dorval got the last hit on it. But you see Dorval hit it with a 3rd cannonball shot, and it kind of goes limp and lifeless.
How, and right below the ship, around how many enemies?
There's definitely not as many as there were, but unfortunately the cannon can't aim down like that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just asking, like...
Off of a glance, maybe 50 left.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'd like to lob a
Oh,
bomb
no.
of Alchemist fire.
Take this, you bastards!
What?
Just the World of Warcraft, like the original Warcraft 3, I think. There's a set of dwarves that throw shit at people. And they
Yeah, Warcraft 3. We were great.
Okay, just give me a second so I can check.
No rush.
I think there was a badass tree and you can get in 3 as well.
So I will use the. I think it's a sling, if I'm not mistaken. Demiplane, where are you? Okay. Yes. I'll use a sling to throw an alchemist firebomb right under the ship, aiming at the remaining soldiers.
So let me see here. Yeah, you can definitely. So I'm not going to give you the penalty for throwing because you're throwing down. But technically, the penalty is for every time you double the distance, you get a -2 penalty. But you're not throwing it straight or up, which is more difficult. You're just kind of dropping it off the ship and letting gravity do the work.
Yeah.
So I would just make you just do a normal attack roll like usual. Or whatever roll that you would normally roll. Do you roll anything at all when you do 20 feet?
I mean, it's well within the range of the sling. I don't know if it's 25, if it counts.
Yeah, so do you normally make an attack roll with the bomb, or does the enemy have to do a roll against?
No, for the bomb, it's a saving throw for the enemy. Let me just.
In that case, it's a fail.
Okay. Okay, they get 4 persistent fire damage, -4 points. So I guess every round -4, I guess.
Do they take any initial damage, or it's just?
Yes. I'm rolling now. Just 1 second.
Okay.
24 initial damage.
Jeez. So as you do that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Alchemist Fire is green.
Yes.
Up for interpretation.
Up for interpretation.
In most
I want
medias,
purple.
it's green.
But I want
I
purple.
mean, you can make it purple. That's fine.
Yeah,
purple.
it just means that she's using a different chemical.
Yeah, you use
Yes.
a different chemical.
Yes.
Food
I'm using a
coloring.
different chemical. The
Is-
purple chemical.
Magnesium.
As long as
Use some extra rocks. Boom.
As long as the color is like on the fire color spectrum, then yeah.
Well, this is a magical world anyway.
Yeah.
Blue fire exists.
Yes, it does.
Fire does exist.
You can get purple fire, you just need specific chemicals.
You can also get green fire. You just need specific chemicals.
But
Indeed.
in any case,
You can also get invisible fire. It's just so hot you can't see it.
Yep. But as your concoction breaks and spreads a bunch of soldiers, they just start screaming at the top of their lungs as they all catch up in purple flame. And no matter how much they try to like roll and pat themselves and everything, it won't go out. And I think that's just throwing a bomb is just one action, right?
Technically, I hadn't equipped it, so that's 2.
Okay.
So I have 1 more.
I, for one, appreciate your honesty that you hadn't equipped it.
Me too.
Always lie. What are you talking about?
I see how it is.
I'm gonna make Josh think I'm a really dishonest player.
You are not.
I never lie. I always speak the truth.
Look,
what liars
if you're
say.
one of my customers, I speak in half truths.
Mikey, can you close that?
Sure.
I've only had one truly dishonest player, and they don't play with us anymore. And that was way back in the day in Pedi and Mirra's first group.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember
The tiefling fighter?
Yes.
Yes!
I don't remember what his person, like his actual person
Wait,
name
the
was.
tiefling fighter?
What his person
I think this
name
was this might have been before you, Pedi. Even this was like
He was a human.
he wasn't.
I think
he was a human.
Pedi had joined in.
He joined with
That was
George.
my first.
Like the session before he left, and then.
Oh.
Wait, that was it in the arena? Question mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think I remember.
Okay.
I cannot remember what his name is for the life of me, but
I don't remember it either.
I'm pretty sure he left because I kept calling him out on cheating.
we saw a post on Reddit the other day that somebody tracked the number of times their players got natural 20s. One person had 201, and the second highest person had like 40 something.
Jeez.
Are you trying to tell us something, Dave?
I wonder how many I get.
No.
None. We gotta track natural ones for you.
Oh my god.
I'm
sorry, Roxy. What did you want to do with your last turn?
Remember, crying is a free action, so you're free to do that.
I mean, she's been crying.
It's continuous.
Ever since she shot that lizard.
She's consistently just been like, I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yuelia and I think Lydia, if they're close to her, they hear her say, I really have to figure out a way to stop hearing those screams whenever I throw that firebomb.
Oh, you get used to them.
I don't know if I want to get used to them. And I don't know if there's anything else that I can do. I just look at Yuelia and Lydia and go, do you need any weapons dipped in poison?
I don't plan on going down there anytime soon.
I don't use weapons.
Yuelia.
I'll end my turn.
Sorry. My
Do you want to
spells are
use
my weapons.
Do you want to use your last action to assist somebody that might come after you with something?
Do you want to load a cannon?
Yeah,
Wait, no, that's 2 actions.
Well, yeah, but
What if
I
you
don't
just pick a cannonball up and wait and hold it?
And hold a cannonball.
That's it. If you want to ready an action to aid somebody that's near you on their turn, you can do that.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
work, the aid.
Okay, I do that. I aid someone. 1 second, I have a question. Can the decrease of max HP be considered persistent damage or no?
No.
Okay.
Basically, it's a special condition where they're using their life force to generate more power for their character, and thus it's not a normally reversible damage.
Mikey.
Yes. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Just let me know when it happens. I'm talking to a friend. His grandpa just died. So I'm not.
Oh no.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm not paying attention to the.
No
TaleSpire.
worries.
If something happens, just
Condolences.
let me know. I'm
That sucks.
talking to him through.
Definitely condolences.
So it sucks. I mean, like,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not gonna get into it right now. So it's fine. Just
It's okay.
know that if it happens, that's what's happening, and
Okay.
I'm not paying attention.
I gotcha.
You're good, bro.
The ram continues to rout a bunch more of the soldiers. WhiskerStride. So now the boat's a little bit too hard, but WhiskerStride, there is a lot of commotion coming from the
From the owls.
South.
Oh, never mind. So who's manning our camera?
Mikey.
Myself.
All right, I'm gonna take Mikey.
Me.
Can you go to the opposite gate?
I called it. I said so.
How's here? That works too.
Oh, what is
the
that?
hell is that?
So,
Oh, no,
WhiskerStride, you see this gigantic ghostly things start to manifest outside the opposite gate.
Hey guys, we were led to the wrong side. Just saying.
Hold on, I might have a
we were
thing
led
for
to the
this.
wrong side on purpose.
I might have a thing. Well, it's facing. Well, at least it looks like it's facing the other way.
I know I have a thing for this later in life.
Later in life.
That's so funny.
That is to say, at higher levels. I went looking at higher level rangers.
Why did it disappear?
Specifically Catfolk.
Because I moved Yuelia away.
Oh.
I get to basically never take fall damage.
Oh wow.
But as it stands, WhiskerStride, you're the only one that knows that exists.
Oh, I'm yelling. There's a thing at the other side. I don't. Can I see what?
There's a thing at the other side.
Can I tell what it is at all? Like, can I see anything?
At the moment, it doesn't. It doesn't have a form that is anything recognizable to you, other than it looks ghostly.
Cool. I'm gonna
Where
yell
did
out.
you move it?
I'm gonna yell out that I'm
can't-
running to the other side.
Yeah, because I'm no
Mirra, if
longer
you
there.
can
We
hear
actually
me.
can't
I'm
see it.
abandoning this wall.
This TaleSpire has its own like
Field of-
range of view.
Yeah.
So
Fog
if
of war,
certain,
if you would.
so if certain pieces are not next to each other, they become invisible.
Yeah, my character is no longer. If I were to actually move it back over there, you would probably see it. But I'm.
Yes. So basically, I moved Yuelia over so that Dave could see what it was. Because he's the one that saw it. But then I moved Yuelia back to
And now
the
you
back.
lost your character. Good job.
No, it's just inside it. It's fine. It's fine.
DM, you might have to move Yuelia.
No, it's fine.
She disappeared into
It's
the.
fine. No, I have
strange
Mirra over here. I'm
creature.
good. We can still see. It's fine. We can keep it. Over
Okay.
We good? You sure?
Yeah, I can go off Mirra and all them. I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just inside the snake thing. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well, in any case, the army is going to go.
Miss all their shots, and it's all good.
So everybody sees.
Coward.
Well, out of like 700 of them, maybe even 800, there's like 40 left. So a lot of them are hauling ass.
How many am I responsible for taking down by myself?
The majority.
Are you counting?
At least
No, I'm just curious. Give me an estimate.
Okay, Gimli.
If Bray were to estimate at least 70.
Sweet.
That still only counts as one, though.
Yeah,
No.
everyone that goes down is just one.
If we're gonna calculate like who the majority of the kills went to, it was likely Yuelia.
Oh.
Yeah, Yuelia will be double casting a bunch.
Yuelia
Double
committed
casting
war
fireball,
crime.
lightning
War
bolts.
crimes.
All of us have committed war crimes.
Yeah, this is war crimes. You know, I mean, what we started was a war crime in its own. So.
By the way, I need you guys to know that when we open this map with like all these rocks in the clouds, I thought they were all slimes.
Oh
I was
no!
like, why are there slimes floating in the air?
I need a reflex saving throw, the best one you can do. Anivia, Yuelia, Dorval, Lydia. Who else is in that little section?
Demi-plane, where are
Are you looking at the ground as well, or just the boat?
I think you got everybody.
Everybody that was at the front of the ship firing the 2 cannons.
Oh, I don't need to do it.
21.
I already rolled it expecting it to be me.
29.
Question for that, just because they're aiming up at the boat or / ship, is any gonna miss that might hit the wall that I need to make one?
Oh no, none of what is going at them misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, it's magic missile.
Magic missile.
No, it's not magic missile.
What am I making? Reflex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who does?
That is.
So,
Guys, I took damage.
Oh no!
guys, I took damage.
Damn, Lydia.
It works sometimes.
30%
my
of the
feet.
time, it works
So-
100% of the time.
Josh, was I naming that? I'm sorry.
No, you actually were up top, so it
Okay.
didn't hit you. This was everybody crowded at the cannons. Yuelia and Anivia get a regular pass.
Does that mean half damage?
Half
Yes.
damage.
Cool. 60. No.
And
Don't
Dorval,
make a joke about it. It's happened.
Dorval and Lydia get full passes.
I succeeded. No, I could not. There was a difference between critical failure and failure, and no matter what, I was gonna take like 80 damage at the
Wow.
minimum.
Yep.
That's
So-
at the minute.
All of a sudden, you guys see the groups. Yuelia, you catch this first because magic circles kind of catch your eye. You see groups of individuals in the far back line, like making a magic circle together.
Oh no.
Ooh, it's gonna be dead.
There's about 4 of them, and then all of a sudden, you recognize the spell too because you see little balls of flame starting to amass.
Coalesce.
And then all 4 of them go shooting out towards the ship.
Oh boy.
So, for you guys, the only one that you have to worry about is 37 damage. So, that
That's
half
half?
is. Sorry, 18 fire damage.
And I take none, right?
Correct. You and Dorval take none.
Sweet.
The ship, however, takes 37, 32, 43, and 36.
Damn.
Where was?
So, the front part of the ship does take a lot of damage. Basically, as the fire comes from the outside going into the ship, Anivia, you manage to like guard yourself, like pulling your arm and back in front of your face. Same thing with Yuelia. And Dorval and Lydia manage to like hit the deck and basically just get a few cinders. But Lydia, you hear the other 3 fireballs slam into the front portions of the ship, and you just hear stuff blowing apart beneath you and beside you.
Bigger all of a sudden.
When
Damage did you say we took?
18,
18.
as everything kind of clears, Dorval, the right portion of the ship, like if you're looking at it from the front, the like right portion over here is just completely gone. There's like this giant opening now in the front of the ship.
Okay.
They wanted to help install a sunroof.
Yep.
That's a
They just, picked the wrong spot.
The
plus
wind.
that
It was
plus
the wind blew it off the side.
37 plus 32 plus 43 plus 36. Calculator.
Nope.
I could do it in my head, but that just is way more effort.
What about the children?
No. Okay, hang on. I got a calculator. Let me here. 37.
All right,
No,
it's
children.
140.
I
Okay, for
am
the
getting
You are correct.
incredibly tired, so I will leave just a little bit earlier this time.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Sleep well.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Have a
But I
good one.
gave an
Bye.
action. I gave an action for aid,
Okie dokie.
and whatever needs to happen, I have extra alchemical fire. Just pretend you're throwing it.
Rest well, friend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, WhiskerStride, you're up.
Oh boy. Free action. I'm grabbing the last arrow. I'm not shooting it this time though. Another free action. You still need training. And then last free action, I'm gonna yell at Mirra to keep Thornclaw alive, or I'll hate you forever.
That's a lot of
I'm
pressure.
kidding. I will say keep Thornclaw alive. And then I am running to the other's gate.
All right, so let's take a look here.
Three
So,
actions to get there, or 3 actions headed that direction.
how far can you move in one action?
Double check my speed. 25 feet. So that's 75 feet of movement.
So what I'm willing to do is gravity is gravity. Do you have like a form of safe fall in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah. I have Catfall. So falls are 10 feet shorter. Hold on. What is my acrobatics? I am master, so that's actually slightly different. Hold on.
That's at least a 3, right? At least.
So your first 10 feet can be you going off the...
If because I'm a master, I get to treat them as 50 feet shorter.
So you take no damage if you jump off of this.
Cool. I'm gonna jump off, I guess.
So I'm willing to treat this as your first 10 feet. So that's 75 to 65. So you can go all the way there.
Cool. And that will end my turn. There is also no more fire arrows in that wall to catch on fire. Because I free action to grab the last one.
Well, there's still a bunch of the things on the top of the thing. Those were just on the side that you could reach.
Well, the tower can catch on fire, but not the wall itself. At least not
Yes, sir. You are correct.
I did my due diligence.
All right, Crusix, you're up.
That will end my turn. Wait a moment.
So that big fire dude down there. Yeah, I'm gonna send that bolt of lightning on him.
Big fire dude.
That's just fire.
It's a literal giant circle of purple flame as people are screaming, and most of them have stopped moving, but some of them are still trying to roll to put it out.
I thought it might have been an elemental. Who hit us with the fireballs?
The mages in the back.
Where is Yuelia? Where did Yuelia go?
I'm still inside the snake. Use Mirra.
Inside the snake?
We have to use you because we see through your eyes. So here's Star.
Yeah, I can control Mirra is what I'm saying. So
here.
Yeah, it's what it's saying.
I refound Yuelia.
Okay, that works too, I guess.
Do you see them in the back now?
Yeah, I see him. Well, they're probably out of range of these, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, they're a little out of range.
How far can your fireball go, Yuelia?
500 feet.
Yeah. You guys are 300 feet away from each other, give or take.
Unfortunately, I'm out of fireballs. Maybe I should have shot fireballs at the other guys.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I don't have nothing that can reach that far yet. I can talk to them, but that's about the only thing I got to reach that far. Hey, got stink. Josh, if I use message, could I use like
I forgot
charisma damage or something? Emotional
you
damage.
can try to demoralize people by using your talking skills, but it's unless you use specific abilities, I doubt anybody's going to hear you from where you are.
Yeah.
I said the only reason WhiskerStride can yell at Mirra is because they're cat people.
Yeah.
No. Are these guys, the soldiers, are they also, or are they of a different race?
I'm not sure if I understood the question.
Are they all spirit touched
Yeah,
as
all
well?
the people that you guys are fighting are
Oh, then ain't none of them going to understand a word I'm going to say anyway.
That's even better.
Well, I was going to attempt to try to turn one of them against his allies back there and whisper sweet nothings of lies and deceit in his ear. But if they don't even understand what I'm saying, they're just going to sound. So I'm just not going to bother with that.
Yeah, I'd turn on my friends for that.
Sorry, I had to stab you. You heard the voice go. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
You don't judge me. You didn't hear what he said.
Well, we're going to start off with how long does this last before I do anything else? I think it was a minute, right? Yep, sustained up to a minute. So we're on round 4.
Yes, sir. What is your max HP?
Right now I am currently sitting at. There's another 9 gone. My max right now is 62 total.
Well, what is your max HP though?
Oh, the original was 89.
Okay, so in order for that to work, you're making sure to take 9 each time, right?
Yeah, I'm taking 9 off.
Okay. Because it has to be, in order to take 10% off, you have to take more than what your HP is times 10.
Yeah, I figured it was just the same number consecutively.
Well, I mean, is if you take 8, you'll actually have HP left after 10 turns. So 9 would definitely kill you. So that's 89 minus 20 so far, unless you turn it off. Until after this turn is done.
Well, where is the arrow? There you are.
How close are we to my turn?
You.
Soon, far.
It will be Mirra then Brea.
I'm gonna use the washroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Daisy shush. I'll be doing it.
What are you measuring?
Yeah, I put it in the wrong spot.
Are you trying to measure from the beyond 120 feet?
So there's nothing else that way. Nothing else that way. Well, then I'll just wait until the ship gets closer and then unleash lightning on him.
You hear that, Captain?
Are you going to throw lightning bolts yourself? Are you going to throw...
What is it called? Draw the lightning. That's what it is. I couldn't find it. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until I'm within 120. Lightning.
But that comes from you, not the cloud, right?
Right. Yeah, that's from me.
Okay, just making sure. That's like, because in order to use the clouds, close enough to
Right,
the
no,
clouds.
no. This,
So you're spending your actions to. So I just need the A/B scenario. If A happens, I do
if
B.
the ship gets within range of me, and we get range of the ship of 120 feet, I would like to send them.
Okay.
Now.
So because you're canceling before
Okay.
Because it only takes it from if you end your turn and
Yeah,
it still
okay,
exists.
I gotcha.
All right.
But yeah, that will be.
Mirra, you're up. All the enemies are fleeing down the path.
So I've been told that this bear is injured. Is the bear injured?
I mean, the bear took some damage, but it doesn't particularly look injured.
Oh, it's fine. Let me see. They're way over there.
It has a boo-boo.
How? Oh no! So how? I'm good with them fleeing, so I'm going to go to the bear and heal the bear. They can. I don't want to cause shit by chasing. Let me see. Heal. Ooh, 19 heals for the bear.
So are you...
I moved to the bear.
Yay!
I moved to the bear.
Are you moving or moving?
Oh, Quip is move. That's a good. You know what? Quip don't care either. Quip is moving too. I'll stay on Quip.
Pick me up, Quip.
Oh, do you want? Okay. Well, if she says she, where are you?
She's right here.
Okay.
But if you pick her, Quip can pick her up.
Yeah, Quip picks her up, and then we'll move to the bear, and I'll heal the bear.
You, as Quip goes to go around, instead of picking you up like normal, you feel the tail go up underneath of your buttocks.
Oh, I did not like
and he
that.
just kind of just does a roll of his tail, and you kind of just like slide into place right behind Mirra.
He yoinked me.
Yoink.
I don't like
And he
that.
goes, pretty slick, huh?
No.
And then you heal the bear.
The bear gets 19.
All right. Do you hear that, Dave?
Dave is muted.
I heard it, but I missed it.
Bear gets 19 heals.
You didn't hear it.
The bear gets 19 heals.
19 heals?
Yeah.
He's at full health then.
Good. So that was.
He had only taken 5 earlier, and he was at full health.
Well, then why were you making? Oh, okay, whatever. He had a boo-boo. It's fixed now. Okay.
He wanted you to make sure it doesn't die. That's
well, it's
pretty
not
much
gonna
it.
die now. It's fine. He can get sepsis and
Is that-
die
Don't
from
let
boo-boo.
him. Look, don't let him die. He's not gonna listen to you if you tell him to run. He's gonna like not, but you know, don't let him
Okay,
die.
fine. So everyone else is running away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll stay where I am. If any soldier decides to charge me, I'll attack them with my sword. But I'm good.
There's no anybody that's near you that was an enemy soldier is not moving. Except for the really, really unfortunate people who are caught in the purple alchemist fire. Who are still screaming and trying to put it out.
Oh, I should help them.
You should.
I should help them.
Do you have enough actions to do anything else?
I don't, so I'm not. I'm good.
All right, that's you, Dorval or Brea. Sorry, Dorval's next.
I was gonna be like, wait. Okay, hold on. Let me do some measuring.
Measuring.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can totally do that. Okay, so let me think. I will have to, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off, and then I'm going to set in charge and run at this guy.
Oh dear God. So you run after those people.
Yeah, 22.
To hit?
Yeah, yes.
Well, you managed to catch up to a couple of them.
And that is, oh, that's pretty low. Hold on. Is it plus 12 or plus 13? 12. 24 damage.
So you manage to catch up, and you see them like looking over their shoulder, look over, and then they start screaming something that you don't understand, which Mirra, you hear, "No, don't leave me behind! Don't leave me behind!"
Oh, I feel bad.
Ray is all rage and doesn't understand them.
That's the end of that particular person you caught up to.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, brings us to Dorval and Lydia next.
Okay. I'm gonna reload my cannon.
Give me that athletics check.
If it's still there.
The cannon's still there. Just a large portion of the front of the ship is missing. It's
All
very
I'm hearing is there's
breezy.
no rail to shoot through.
It's very breezy where you're at.
I pass. Can I aim for the spellcasters?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Pass the Vada Kedavra.
Yeah, I'd say that's within range margin. Because the cannons are set to be pointed at like a specific point. So, like, if you have it aimed 400 feet out, you can't aim at something that's like 100 feet next to you. But if it's 400 feet out, I'd say give or take 25 feet is feasible.
Oh, I'm doing it.
All right.
Fuck those fuckers. I reload and I passed my check. I got a 26. So, do I just roll my damage or are they reflection?
No, they're running, so they're not even paying attention. Not that they would reflex roll anyway.
43 damage.
Do you see the cloud that I'm moving back and forth?
Once I go back into... Yes.
Where would you like to aim?
The middle left guy.
Over here?
I think he means this one?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. So, as you load it up, and a giant smoke cloud appears, blocking the view of anybody that was in that spot.
Uh-oh.
Fuck him.
Is that your turn, good sir?
My turn.
All right, Lydia. The large hole on your ship is concerning, but it's at worst, technically.
I want to do something funny, but let's see if it works. First action, staring off from where we are at the front of the ship, right?
Free action staring off?
Free action. I was going to tell Olivia that these guys were planning to massacre this whole town. It's okay. They know what they signed up for when they picked up a sword.
To live by the sword is to die by the sword.
I'm going to command the ship to go up 100 feet.
All right, let me give you a bubble.
It's technically a straight line.
That might put Crusix in range for what he think for his thing.
All right, I'm going to try to keep.
You're going forward or straight up?
I want to go forward.
Okay.
Forward, right.
And remember, your ship is the little circle underneath of it, not the front of the ship.
Okay, so right there.
Hmm?
Wait, right?
The little circle, like directly underneath it. There you go.
Okay, so
you see the little tiny ring, like right below the ship?
Yeah, I see. Would it be? Does that make sense? Or no, it's a
So that's
line.
the very tip of your. So
I'm trying to line it up with the edge of the circle.
hang on. We'll lock this here. So the
Nice.
edge would be right here.
Got you. Okay.
So that way you're not cutting off your movement.
Oh wow, these guys are still far.
How far is
So-
far?
Let's find out.
I gotcha.
Too far. Too far still.
250 feet.
250
Too far still.
feet. Too far still.
But there's also a problem on the backside.
Are you talking about the village or under us?
The village, you know.
Well, I feel
whatever
like that's a good
WhiskerStride
thing.
saw.
I feel like this is that was a good thing. That's protecting that side while we're doing this work. But
I
that's
don't know
just
if
a
that was
guess.
protecting it. Was it?
It wasn't facing the town.
You know, that's fair.
You guys don't know that, but
Oh, we don't know anything. Dang.
Lunabot's
Trying to
misbehaving.
think. 'Cause I thought they were closer than what they actually were. So if I go use another action, it would go twice again, or no?
One more.
It would go one more.
I don't know if another 30 feet's going to do anything.
It would be 50 feet.
Oh,
right?
50 feet. Even better.
So I'm going to move it another 50 feet with my action.
Another 50
I don't know why it
feet.
stopped. But
Right, Josh, it would only go another 50 feet with my action, unless I'm at the helm.
yes, it can go forward another 50. I was trying to figure out why Springy Bard decided that he wasn't going to play anything anymore.
Nope. Still about 200 away.
Okay, what's my speed? 30. That's so funny. How much health is the ship at right now? Because it took a ton of damage, right?
It did.
You would have to assess the ship.
Yeah, I need to assess that. They're running away though, so I'm gonna go pursue. I want to go another one. I'm gonna use all my actions at this point.
Okay.
Do you want
Probably
the
should've
bubble?
So you went 100, which was 2, and then you went.
Yeah. Oh, which was 2? I thought it was one action of mine is 2 of the ships if it's a
For
minimum.
the first time you
For
command
the first time, and then the second time I
it.
command.
And then the second and third is 1-to-1.
Okay, so it'd be another
50.
Another 50?
50.
You want the bubble again?
Please.
So if you're not steering it, the maximum.
Mhm.
Well, technically you can do it even without.
Area, whatever.
There you go.
Boom.
0.1's not going to be a problem.
Alrighty.
There we go.
That's Lydia's turn.
That is Lydia's turn. I didn't get to do my thing yet, but it's okay.
Yuelia, as you're recovering from
Painness.
fire blowback, you see that there's just this massive hole on the right side of the front of the ship, so it's pretty windy. But now you have a great view of everything in front of you.
Okay. Oh, why is this freaking touch? Why is silence touch?
Why is silence touch?
Silence is
Oh.
touch.
Why is
awful.
silence touch?
Guys, I don't know who thought wizards were cool or were dumb in Pathfinder, but Pathfinder hates
Well-
hates casters.
What you can do is you can cast silence on an arrow and shoot an arrow.
Or you can cast it on one of your friends who doesn't need to cast spells and let them tackle someone for you.
There you go.
They just make you use it in more creative ways because it's a very powerful spell.
Okay, here's the funny part. The range is touch, and the target is one willing creature. Who's willingly wanting to be silenced?
That's stupid.
Your friendly teammate gonna tackle people for you.
Does it
I don't like
spread
it.
like in an area?
No.
It should have.
The target
It
makes
should
no sound
have
preventing
a
creatures from.
radius.
It's meant for. Okay, it's not meant for. This prevents it from casting spells that include verbal components. So it's not. It seems like it's more meant for stealth than it is for.
The silence that you currently have makes it so that what you touch doesn't make any sound.
But it has to be
Okay,
willing. That's so
hold on.
stupid.
Am I fucking crazy though? Because I remember that silence used to have like a 5-foot cone.
That
Well, it
can be silence.
used to be like a 20-foot dome, and everything
Yeah.
within it made no sound. And I think that's a different spell.
That
The
might
current
be a
spell
different
that
spell
he's-
in this.
The current spell that he's talking about is like he touches the Lydia, and then Lydia doesn't make any sound for as long as it lasts.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out if it was like Cone of Silence or something that we used to use.
No, it was silence.
Well, in D&D 5e, it was just called silence, and there's just you just make a dome that nobody can make any sound in.
That was exactly the way it was on Pathfinder in the first edition, but it had to be cast onto a physical point. So you could cast it on a person,
right?
Like your teammate, you could cast it on an object, that sort of thing.
Okay. So
the one that you want to get is Shroud of Silence.
Yeah, so they changed it.
Let's see.
Sound becomes muted in a 20-foot wide, 100-foot long segment.
Yeah, so they made it 2 different spells.
Well, I can't cast that anyway. It's not part of the wizard tree.
It's not a part of the wizard tree?
Yep.
Who
That's
can
like as
cast
in
it?
I don't know, but it's not showing up in this as far as what I have open all the divination, necrotic, abjuration, divination, and arcane, blah blah blah. Every type of spell that wizards can learn, and it's not on that list.
That's because Shroud of Silence is third party.
Apparently, if you cast this silence spell at higher levels, the radius gets bigger?
So that's how they changed it. It works the same then, but at higher levels you extend the radius.
For what?
Heightened. This spell emanates from the touched creature, silencing all sound in or passing through a 10-foot radius and preventing any auditory.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
it sounds like you need to cast Heightened Silence.
So casting silence at a higher level is what causes it to be AoE.
That's so dumb.
Well, this is
it's more
an
for
odd case
sneaking
on my end because it's not. So in the case of this silence, it's not a spell slot. It is just given to me because of my background stuff.
Well, as the new GM, I am saying that these rules are dumb and silence works the way it's always worked.
I don't even think it could have reached that far anyway.
Well,
'cause...
I get why they did it this way, so it gives you access to silence earlier, so that you could use it more like cantrip level silence, instead of just making it an AoE that sits in one spot.
But how does someone, like in Mikey's situation, use it? Where
for
it's
sneaking.
Not really
By the way,
assigned
it's
a
not
level.
even a cantrip. It's a level 2 spell.
It's sneak. It would help Lydia sneak somewhere.
Yeah, but the point being is it allows you to use it earlier for stuff like sneaking, or later for making people unable to cast stuff.
Yeah, but even then, if the range is only 10 feet, it's a very... Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
but
I
you
mean,
can cast it-
it's...
You can...
Bruh.
Yeah. You
Hold
have
on.
to...
Yeah,
The
and that
original silence. the original Silence in the OG, it was also a level 2 spell. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, literally the way it used to work, a 20-foot radius emanating centered on a creature, object, or point in space. Orientation 1 round per level, saving throw will negates.
What I don't understand, what I'm willing to take off is touch. I don't understand why it's touch.
At
So
at high end, you can do 10. Well,
no, it's still touch.
It's a 10-foot radius. It's still touch. Yeah.
So I'm willing to take off touch to put it back at least to make it ranged.
Yeah, to be fair, it wasn't a touch spell back in it. Like, honestly, Josh, I would encourage you to look at the old spell.
I'm pretty sure it's the same as the.
Well, I think the point is to use the I guess silence is, I'm going to use the word power crept in form of Shroud of Silence.
But the Shroud of Silence is actually a third-party spell. It's not.
What's third party?
Yeah, I googled it.
Homebrew? Oh, okay.
Third party means like published not by Pazio.
Got it.
So according to this, all right, I'm gonna check one more thing.
You're fine. Do what you do.
120 feet, which is just like the majority of other spells.
Bless you, Jenny.
You heard that.
Bless you, Jenny.
So
Hi,
yeah,
Jenny.
as far as how I want to kind of respect the mechanics, because I don't know everything that's changed to have an opinion on it. Because there's a lot of stuff where I've had an opinion and then I find out later that there's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole freaking touch silent, there's nothing that could possibly change that would make me think that that's a good idea. Also, I'm also changing that it has to be a willing creature. So you can do 120 feet, and you can do it on anything or anyone you want.
Okay. So my next question.
If you want it to be AoE, it has to be heightened. That I'll keep.
Right. That is understandable. I have no idea how to heighten this. I guess it maybe just I guess it just casts it at level 2, is my understanding.
Yes.
Because it is not. It is not a spell slot.
Because. Do you have access to 4th tier spells?
Yes.
Then it automatically gets heightened.
Okay. Well, it's not a cantrip.
It doesn't have to. All your spells do that.
Not necessarily. Spell slots you have for spells, for you to heighten them, you have to prepare them at a higher spell slot.
Right. Well, let me rephrase what I meant to. So this is an ability, right, from your class?
It is a. Sorry, I'm pretty sure it is. I want to find out exactly what it is so that I.
Because this is, and I think I brought this up before. If you have an ability, like if you get a spell or something like that, that can be heightened, but it's obtained through like picking feats or picking like traits or stuff for your character.
Yes.
That heightens as you grow. But if it's a spell from an item, like a piece of
here it is. Okay, okay, it's from Cautious Curiosity. You've learned a few magical techniques for getting yourself both into and out of trouble unnoticed. You gain misdirection and silence as 2nd level arcane or occult innate spells. The tradition of these spells must match the tradition you use for your gnome ancestry options. You can cast each spell once per day and can target only yourself. What? Oh, that's just even worse.
Do you want to pick
target
something else?
Only yourself? I might need to redo that.
Okay, that's fine. I am fully willing to let you pick something else.
All right.
So, hold on. If I can just speak real quick. You said you didn't like to make changes based on why things were done. Well, I looked up. This is something people are complaining about. And essentially, Pathfinder wanted to combine a lot of spells that were redundant or similar, and so that's why things like invisibility, greater invisibility, greater heal, those kind of things are all combined, and that's why they did this with silence. But in my opinion, this isn't like combining for convenience. This is a direct nerf to the spell.
And that's exactly, and that is fine. but you're not supposed to like kneecap the spell. You're supposed to just combine them together and leave it as is.
Yeah, someone else mentioned that they thought because Pathfinder 2 really pushes more towards buffing and teamwork, they want to get rid of like save against the spell or die mechanics that Pathfinder has, and that's why they nerfed the spell. In my opinion, it's way too fucking nerfed. That's so ridiculous.
So, but just to throw it out there before we go through with this, just like all things, if we change it to be better for you guys, I'm changing it to be better for the enemies too.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't be like, well, they have to use the silence in the textbook, but not us.
They got the touch line. In any case, but yeah, it's just like the whole thing with Baldur's Gate 3 turning. So, Mage Hand is a cantrip that you can only use on a short rest. That's like, then turn it into a fucking spell instead of a cantrip. Like,
yeah.
So annoying. Any case, I'm willing to keep, like I said, the way it is, but Mikey, the ability won't even let Mikey do it to anybody else anyway, so...
Yeah, the idea is just to get myself out of trouble or in trouble.
So, if you want to do...
I'm going to redo what I was going to do anyway. Let's just... instead... Let's do... I was looking at it and I lost it. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Oh, it's Ray of Frost. That's what it is, Ray of Frost. I'm just going to cast... Or I'm going to use an action to extend my reach and then cast Ray of Frost. Yeah, that's actually just enough. Oh, wait. No, it's not. My math is off. I'm off by 20 feet. Never mind, I can't do shit.
Okay. Do you want to hold your action to blast?
I'm going to try and help and load the fucking cannon. Here we go, guys.
Okay.
Alright. I'm
It's
supposed
like-
to be playing some League in like a minute, so I'm gonna dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye. What
Let's
am
see
I
if the
rolling
very
for this
last
again?
action before we call it a night actually happens.
What am I rolling for?
20 DC athletics.
Yeah, I got this. I literally have to roll in that 20. I rolled a 4.
That's a critical failure.
Yeah, I'm trapped under a fucking boulder. It's a boulder.
It's a
You
boulder.
dropped,
No,
you
it's a
dropped
boulder.
on your foot. You take
No, I didn't drop it on my foot. I'm crushed underneath it. I'm fucking.
you take
turning back.
1 point of damage as you drop it on your foot.
No, I am prone underneath this thing.
Mikey insists on being taken out by the cannonball he dropped.
Note to self: stop fucking around with cannonballs.
But other than that, my friends, it looks like you guys have him on the run. And we'll probably be wrapping this up when we do the next session.
Okie dokie.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you had some fun.
Woo, thank you.
Yep. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Be safe, everybody, and I will see you next week on the 30th, if you can make it.